This is so cool. I mean, this is really clever stuff. This is where things get really cool. Everything just works out of the box. That's pretty cool. It will just work. This is crazy.
Today, we're diving into something super practical, building a landing page, but not with just any other tool, but we're using Canva. You might be wondering why. Well, it's straightforward, versatile, and you don't need to be a design wizard to create something that looks great. By no means am I suggesting that Canva beats Unbound's Instapages or other dedicated landing page builders out there. It offers a user-friendly and cost-effective solution for those just starting out or needing a quick, visually appealing page without a steep learning curve. It's ideal for small businesses, entrepreneurs, or anyone looking to create a decent looking landing page with a minimal fuss. I'll walk through the whole process from setting up an account to putting the final touches on your design. I'll also share some pro tips to elevate your landing page. So whether you're a CEO, digital marketing analyst, or a junior designer, you'll find something valuable here. Okay, so I've signed up with a free account, which basically is free. You don't have to pay anything for it. So this is the first time I'm using the free account. I actually have a paid account in Canva, but I want to try everything using a paid account, with a free account. So let's do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on projects and click create design. So in here, I'm going to type in website. And as you can see, there's quite a few different projects or types of websites which you can create. I'm just going to select a normal website. So it'll open up in a new tab. And on the left side, you will see if you have a free account, there will be certain images here with a pro icon, which means obviously you need a pro account to access it. So simply what you can do is choose any of these templates on the left side. And some of these templates actually have more templates within them. So if I click on this first one, as you can see, there's the launching soon template, which is cool if you're starting out and you can obviously edit it, modify it. But I want to have a template which has more elements than just coming soon or launching soon. So let's look at the other one. So there's another tab here, or another template here, which I can select. And as you can see here, within this template, there are different sections. And this is ideal. So if I click on this template here, it opens up and shows up my first page. And if I click another one, it's going to obviously replace it. But what I can do is first click the main one. So let's imagine this is my first section of the page. And if I click add page in here and then select the second template, so now as you can see, it's stacking that page or that section on the same page. So that means I can keep on going and build up my page. So for example, now if I click the third element, it will show up here. And if I now click the fourth template, it will show up here. So you can keep on going and build up your page like that. And with anything like in Canva, you can easily edit the text here, change the imagery. And then once you're happy with the overall structure of the page, you can then click preview. And this will actually show you the page in a browser, as in a desktop view, but it'll also show you a mobile version. So if you click on the mobile button here, it will show you how the page will look if it's opened on a mobile device, which is pretty good. I mean, this is really clever stuff which Canva has done all out of the box. You don't have to code anything. Everything just works. And then if I click publish website, this is where things get really cool. So you can actually literally just publish it on a free domain, which is hosted under Canva. But you can actually buy purchase a domain, or you can use your existing domain. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to stick to a free domain. If I click continue, then I can name this. So I can say my first Canva site .my.canva.site. So this could be your business name. This could be a name of your personal brand. So once you click continue, this URL, somebody has actually used this. This is crazy. So let me come up with a different name. So I'm going to click Big Bang Limited. So let's imagine that's the name of my business. Cool. So I have that page. So here I can now define if it's like the home page or some other page.
and I can define the page description. A page description is usually useful when you are setting it up for SEO. And if I click advanced settings, you can see whether you want to enable the page for search engines. And you can also see a preview. If you want to change that preview, you can do that by uploading a thumbnail image of what the users will see if they see it on, let's say, Facebook or Twitter when you share the link. So I can put a description here, my first Canvas site, and click publish. So it's going to do some magic, and then it will eventually convert this whole thing into an HTML. And this crazy bit is there actually is a URL which you can then share with other people. And that's the simplest way of how you can build up your page or landing page or any kind of page inside Canva. But what if you want to change something? So let's go back to our editor. So if I now go back and click Edit Design, I can, for example, instead of having an email me link, I can put a button here. So I can say button, and then I can put, obviously there will be elements which are free and which are not free. So you'll have to figure out the ones which you can find. But since I pay for Canva, yeah, most of the things are usually available, so which is pretty good. So I can choose a color. So let's say I will pick the same color from, pick the button and then choose the same color from this mockup. So there's quite a few colors here. Or I can just define my own color. For example, for a CTA, you'd usually want to have a color which kind of stands out. And in here, then you can link it to a link. So for example, if you're a, let's say, entrepreneur, or if you're a small business, typically you want to set it up using Calendly. So Calendly is a tool where you can have your calendar integrated and people can book a call with you. So for example, I have a link of a landing page consult, and I've already set that up within Calendly. I can copy that link and then just right click and then click this link option and then paste in the link. So now that link will be embedded, and I need to just change the text and say, let's say, book a meeting. And I'm going to make it slightly smaller and change the color so that it kind of blends properly with the button. So now let's test it out. So if I click publish again and then do continue, it's going to obviously refresh that page which we created. Okay, so it's preparing my design, publishing it, again, doing the magic. Okay, perfect. So now it's build a site. I'm going to refresh this. As you can see, there's an email link here, but now it's going to change into a button. Perfect. So, and if you see, when I hover over the button, it's showing me like a finger icon, which means I can actually click on it. So if I click on it, it actually does work and it links to my Calendly, which is exactly what I would expect. And this is a perfect way of how you can use Calendly with Canva. So you don't need a sophisticated, let's say, platform. With a free tool, you can build this very quickly and very easily. So the thing is, although we're using a template which Canva provided, and that's why everything just works out of the box, what if you wanted to change things up? So let's go back and type in website under all the elements. So you can see, obviously, there's different templates. So I can choose, for example, website design. Let's see. So there's lots of photos in here, graphics in here. And if I click, let's go back actually. So I need to actually click design rather than elements, because elements is a more granular thing. So within design, I can go back and see the different types of web pages which are out there. So if I click and add a page, and then I can choose a different style and drag it on. And as you can see, it's slightly different, but maybe that's what I like. And then here I can make sure that the fonts, which are basically part of the main template, are then
used over here as well. So I can literally just click on that text and click Bogart. That's the name of the test, the font. And I can delete the other elements which I don't need, for example, and then change some of the text as well. So for example, this one is Montserrat. I can choose that as well. Click on that and click font name. And as you can see, there's no limit to it. You can keep on adding your bits to a landing page by adding different sections. You can add testimonials. You can add, a gallery of your portfolio items. So imagine if you have different, pieces of work which you want to represent or showcase, you can do that as well. There's no limit really, and you can keep growing this page. And the best part is you don't have to worry about any kind of coding. It just works. The only thing is, which I've noticed, if you, for example, end up doing custom stuff, let's try to do that. So if I add a new page and build something from scratch. So let's imagine I add some kind of image. So if I click, I don't know, I need to find something which is free here, first of all. Just bear with me one sec. So I'm going to hide everything. So let's say I just drag this image here. Yeah. And then I drag some text components. So I add a heading here, which could be my main headline. And then I can duplicate this text. And this could be my subheading. And I can decrease the size so that it looks like a subheading. And then I can have a caption of text, which could be in normal body text. So let's compare this. So if I change the style, so now let's imagine I have that text, and if I click preview and go back to my mobile view, just bear with me a sec. So yeah, there's some kind of incompatible animation with this particular one. So I'm going to remove this animation. I don't need to do something wonky. So, okay, so now it's allowing me to preview the website, and I can see this is what I added at the bottom, adding the headline, the subheading, and a line of text. If I click mobile, let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks okay-ish, but as you can see, there's some kind of formatting issues here. So what you can do is close the preview, and then group these into one item. So now everything, if you move around, it's just one thing, which means now if I click preview again and click on mobile, let's first check the desktop version so that, yeah, that looks cool. It's all left aligned. If I click on the mobile version, no, it's still wonky. So let's save this first, I think. Let me just refresh and make sure that everything is cached properly. So yeah, let's click edit design. Okay, I'm going to make sure that this image is also part of this text group. So I'm going to group the whole thing as one unit. Let's see if that's going to sort it out. So for the desktop version, looks all good. For the mobile version, not good. Maybe it's cached somewhere. Let's actually publish the site and then see if it happens actually on the mobile version when we preview it in Chrome. So I'm using Chrome right now, but this could work on any browser. So here's why I think you need a dedicated landing page builder tool, because Canva is more of a open platform where you can do whatever you want, but sometimes it doesn't stick to grid lines, and it doesn't stick to the standards of web design. So if you continue editing this, okay, so now our website has been published. So if I can refresh my page, I can see those three things which I added. If I now change the size of my browser, so this text is still wonky. So that's the annoying bit about Canva, where sometimes you will see these inconsistencies. And I unfortunately couldn't figure out how to fix this. Maybe this is something which Canva is currently working on, but I just wanted to let you know that this could happen. The other thing is, let me actually now try to log out from my free account and log in with my pro account, because I'll show you a big feature which I think is really cool. So let me do that. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm now logged into my pro account,
And I have built out this page using Canva templates. But the only difference is if I now go to my brand, so I have different brands defined here, like brands which have their own style guides, they have their own color palettes. So if I now click on everything, so if I do a Command A or Control A on Windows and then click color palette, so it didn't work for everything, but you should probably get the idea. So what happens here is whenever I choose an element, so whether it's like a page or a section, and if I click shuffle, it's basically choosing my brand colors. And if I keep on clicking shuffle, it's going to mix and match different colors and palettes so that it looks unique to your brand, obviously, because you're using your own brand colors. And it gives you an option to quickly change things around without having to mess around with each element. Otherwise, yeah, as you can see, if I have to choose the font color of each and every item, it's going to take a lot of time. But using this kind of exercise, you can simply just click through and find the one which works for you. And the cool thing about brand colors and overall the brand hub, which is one of the features within Canva, is that you can select a different brand. So I'm currently using Apexure, which is our agency. And if I click maybe select any other brand, it's going to change everything. And then it will give me the option of like, oh, using that color palette. So as you can see here, if I now click, I get this red color or get this like light blue color. So that's one cool thing which I thought was really nice, where you can simply, mix and match different styles to build pages. So I think as a starting point, it's a really good tool. As I showed you, there could be some issues when you publish your page, but if as I said, it's a free tool. Play with it, publish the page, and start getting your bookings. Because as an entrepreneur, you just want to, get yourself out there. So Canva is one of the best tools to build up your web page. Okay, so here's the thing. So in order to fix that formatting issue which I showed you, all you need to do is make sure that everything is aligned properly. So I have to select all these text elements and then make sure the text alignment is left aligned. So once it is consistent across those three elements, I can then group it and then click the other image and click this text group and then group the entire thing. And now if I click preview, and as I can scroll down here, I can see those three elements are correctly aligned. But if I now go to mobile and see here, these are also correctly aligned. So all you need to make sure is whenever you drag something which is relative to the other element, they both are consistent, and also text alignment is consistent. What if you wanted to embed a video? That's pretty cool. Like in Canva, you can easily do that without writing any code, any kind of complex stuff which comes with embedding a video. So you can simply click on uploads, go to your videos, just drag and drop the video. And you will see here, it will just show up. And let's imagine if I drag this one, this is about 60 seconds. So I can resize it properly, put it in the right place, and it will just work. This is crazy. Look at this. I click preview and it just works. And it has its own video player. I can change, obviously, the location of the video and also the audio. I can mute it and unmute it. Pretty cool. But what if you want to embed a YouTube video? Here's the thing. Just go to your YouTube video, copy the link, and literally paste it. And it will automatically create it into a video embeddable file, which you can drag and drop and place it properly. And then, yeah, same thing. Just click preview, check it, how it works, and then you can publish it. Look at this. This is so cool. Okay, so here's the thing. What if you wanted to link a text element as a navigational link? So for example, there's a text element here, tip of the day. And if I click on it, it should then scroll to a section on the page, which is the tip of the day section. So you can do that. That's a cool thing. So what you need to do is first click on that page. So here's the page. And then I'm going to click on this little add notes icon. So if I click on it, it takes me to this section on the left side. And at the top, there's the name of the page, like page 7. And here it says add a page title. So I'm going to click or write tip of the day. So that way I can select it when I have to link it here. So when I right click and click the link icon, and here now, instead of saying untitled, it now says tip of the day, and I can choose that. And let's preview this. Cool. So the tip of the day text is here. If I click on it, it scrolls to the tip of the day at the footer. Cool. Let's check out some of the cool things you can do in Canva. So, for example, I have a page where I'm, selling my services as a landing page designer. So I can select the text. I can help you design, build a landing page. And then if I click Magic Write, I can click Continue Writing, and it will extend that particular paragraph or that title into a paragraph of text. So now it has written this text. Let's change the font so that it matches that heading. And let's make it slightly smaller and then decrease the font size. So it should extend that headline. So I can help you design, build a landing page. And then it says that will help, that will effectively showcase your brand and increase conversions. A well-designed landing page is crucial in capturing your audience details, blah, blah, blah. So this is pretty cool. And then it says, let's work together to take your presence to the next level. That's a perfect call to action. So I can just leave it out there and then bold this. And then it will organically work with those 3 buttons. So I have get a landing page design, get an audit, or book a consult. And I can easily link these to either Calendly, or if I have a product in Gumroad, I can easily do that. And I have an image here. That's the AI built in, which can help you write some of the copy. But what about imagery? So for example, I have an image here. It doesn't kind of blend in with the rest of the background. So I can click on it and then, in fact, double click on it and click adjust, effects, and then click background remover. And there we go. It took like a second. I can position this properly. And there we go. It blends in with the rest of the background. So obviously, while building the page, you will have access to all the other cool things which are in Canva already. So you can use those and improve your workflow. What if you want a form where users can leave you a message? So I have a button here called Message Me. And if somebody clicks on it, it should open up a form. Because Canva doesn't have an inbuilt form input functionality, you have a couple of options. You can create a form in a tool like Google Forms. So if you go to forms.google.com, you can easily build a form here with those fields where you want to capture information. So for example, for my form, I have the 3 fields where I'm capturing email and what's your first name and your message, so that I can obviously reply back and understand what my prospects or leads are looking for. Once I build this form, I can click send, and then I can click on this link. And then I can, in fact, shorten this URL, copy this URL, and then right-click link, and then paste this link over here. The other option is I can use a more sophisticated tool like leadgenapp.io. Inside Leadgen app, you can build multi-step forms like this one, for example. How can we help you with landing page? Click continue, and you can have conditional formatting. You can have things where you can understand more about your prospect before they reach out to you. So you can copy the URL of that form and similarly just come in here and link it to your button. So let me show you what I was able to achieve at the end. So we have a landing page here where I'm kind of selling my services of hiring a landing page designer. And let me actually preview it so that I can show you all the functionality. So in the hero section, we have the main headline. I have an embedded video on the right side. And if I click learn more, it scrolls to more information. But the second section is where I talk about how can I help. And these are the different call to action buttons here. Get a landing page design. Let's say if you click on it, it will take you to the pricing page and get on ongoing SCRO or book a free consultation or book a paid consultation. So when you click on it, it takes me to that consultation Calendly link. And there's some more information about me. And I added some kind of animation elements as well. So there's like a little animating icon, which I was able to get from Canva's huge library. And I'll show you one more cool thing, which also is something very, very simple to do within Canva. And it gets automatically coded up properly within the HTML. So you can click on any element and then click on the animation on the right. So it says wipe at the moment because I have that animation, but if I remove it, if you click any element, you will have this option, which is animate. And once you click on it, you can define the animation you want. So for example, I had the wipe or pop, so breathe. So let's say I click pop and then I change the speed to make it slightly faster or slower, and then click, and that's it. Once I do it, I can preview, and you will see, there we go, the animation showed up. So again, that would take probably hours to do, especially if you're writing your own HTML, CSS, and then using JavaScript to animate that all, like the whole thing. But as you saw, this took seconds. You can also change the favicon of the website or your landing page by clicking the publish to the web option. So once you do that, so for example, I choose free domain, click continue, it will show me an option where I can see the URL of the website, but here there's a little pencil icon. So if I click this pencil icon, I can then select the fav icon, or obviously I'll have to pick the one where I have my logo, or I can add an image. It automatically pulls it from the logo, but you can define your own. And you can also define the title of the page. So for example, in here, I have hire landing page designer. I can also add the page description here. So that's how it's going to look and in the tab, which is really pretty cool because Canva has thought about these little things as well. And once you publish your page, once people visit your page, then effectively you want to track some metrics, which is also possible by clicking this little insights icon. So in here, you can see exactly how many people are visiting your page in real time, which country they're from. And then you can also look at the traffic, engagement. This is unbelievable. There's so much stuff here that I wouldn't expect in a tool like Canva. So yeah, this is really good stuff. One thing you might be wondering is how to edit your website once you publish it. So this is in fact very simple. All you need to do is open your website back again, and then there'll be a notification bar here and which says edit design. But obviously, if you make any changes when you click the edit design, you have to republish it. So for example, if I change the text, how can I help you? And then publish the site, it will obviously publish it with this new change. So that's the only thing. You have to click edit design and then continue to publish it. What if you want to track conversions? So on this page, the conversion is actually if somebody books a call with me. So here, if somebody clicks this button, book a consult, they will be redirected to a Calendly page. So from here, they can, pick a time slot and actually book a call with me. But in order for me to track this button click, all I need to do is obviously make sure that the link is working. But when I go to Insights, I can click on the engagement tab and see exactly how many times this link was clicked. So you can maybe set up your own Google Sheet where you can have number of people coming from your, let's say, Facebook ad. If they, let's say, click the Facebook ad, so that's one of the metric which you can put in your Google Sheet, and the other metric is the number of clicks. So that will give you roughly the conversion rate of how many people have visited your page, and and out of those people, how many people have actually clicked through to your Calendly page. And if they do end up booking a call, you will know for a period of, let's say, a month, or you can actually choose here and you can compare those numbers. Although this is very manual, but at least from a free product like this, you can drive KPIs which you can actually track. What if you wanted to translate your web page in different languages? In Canva, you can do this very, very easily. So all you have to do is, for example, duplicate this web page which you put together, and then when you click on it, you can start editing it. So, for example, I just want to change the headline to Spanish. So I can select this text element, right click, and then click translate text. I can choose a language, for example, Spanish, and I can then choose translate. So, but the cool thing is it actually is showing me there are other elements which are near, which can be translated. For example, message me and also learn more. Brilliant. So I can select the entire section. If I click translate, it's going to change that language into Spanish. But the one thing it has done is actually duplicated this page. So as you can see, there's an English version and a Spanish version. So I can select the English version and delete it. And now I have the page in Spanish. So I can confirm that. I can copy this text into Google Translate, and it actually does work. There might be some formatting issues which you might have to fix, just, by moving things around. And then once you're happy with those changes, just click publish and then just choose a different URL. So for example, this one could be hire a landing page designer, and I would add ES, or I can prefix this by ES so that I know that it's the Spanish version. So this is very, very easy to do in Canva. I would say probably in WordPress, it will take you a longer time. So far, we have been publishing the web page onto Canva's free domain. You can, in fact, use an existing domain. And for a landing page like this one, where you actually are not publishing the entire website, you're only publishing one page, I would recommend using a subdomain. So, for example, I have a website called www.wasimbashir.com. So I can click use my existing domain and then choose a subdomain. So in this case, I'm using canva.wasimbashir.com, or you can obviously have LP, which is landingpage.wasimbashir.com. So once you add your subdomain, it will ask you to then add these records onto your DNS. If you don't know how to do that, that's a separate video which I can record for you, but I'm pretty sure there's plentiful of videos which would talk about how to do this online, especially if you have your domain hosted with GoDaddy or let's say Cloudflare. So all you need to do is copy these 3 records. One is a TXT record. The other one is also an A record, which is like an LP. So this LP subdomain points to an IP address, which belongs to Canva. And finally, they also want you to redirect www. So in case somebody types in www.lp.let's say wasimbashir.com, they also go to the right page. So once you add these 3 records into your DNS, then you should be able to publish under that subdomain and then choose the URL. So once everything is set up, you should be able to then publish pages and name them accordingly.